In this video, we will crown the best young player in the Premier League.
Nico O'Reilly's had a better season because he's played more and he's contributed to City, whereas unfortunately we've not seen Lewis-Skelly.
It's not better season, it's better young player.
Do you want to write this?
Lamine Yamal can't do it in the Premier League.
Well, apparently couldn't do it against Chelsea. Did he do it against Chelsea?
No,
Did he do it against Chelsea?
He can't do it.
Chelsea
It's
in the Premier
rubbish.
League.
People are talking on national radio about Estevao and comparing him to Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrates the level that he's being discussed at.
I'm not too sure about that.
What's happening, everyone, and welcome to WHFC, brought to you by Final One Standing, football's ultimate free-to-play eliminator game. On this episode, we're going to be playing a game of Final One Standing to crown the best young player in the Premier League. Right, chaps, let us go. This is good. The youthful chat. We're going to start with Nico O'Reilly, player, by the way. Nico O'Reilly versus Leny Yoro. Dave, how good has Leny Yoro been?
For Manchester United,
Yeah.
you'd say last season finished off the season really well. Good form, playing well, dominant defensively, bullying the opposition attackers. This season he's not played as much as maybe he'd like to. Obviously the recent game against Crystal Palace as well gave away the penalty. Didn't have a good 45 minutes. It was eventually replaced by Matt Tarraui. United looked better with Matt Tarraui on the pitch. Leny Yoro's got massive potential. I think he needs to improve certain parts of his game as any young player does. This season, I don't think he's been at the level of last season yet, but I think potentially could come through second
I
half of the
expected
season.
so much more. I remember when you signed him, it felt like you'd got one over on Real Madrid. I think he was a guest at a Real Madrid Champions League final. It felt like he was going there. Suddenly he's being led out by Manchester United. Do you think it's brilliant work?
Hasn't that been a problem for Manchester United over the last 10 years? Alexis Sanchez, sort of a prime example of it.
Getting one over on someone.
Getting one over, no, but signing the player that you want to get, right?
Yeah.
Because Manchester United, those two outside centre-back positions, you've got to be very, very good on the ball or the system just looks awful. And that is one of the problems from time to time when you've got Luke Shaw on one side and maybe someone that's not as comfortable in possession on the other side. That is an issue. So getting one over on your rivals, I know that it looks good for Manchester United Football Club, but is it right for the football club?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah, have you been slightly underwhelmed then? I thought you were
Not underwhelmed. I think you've again, we've bought a player for the future, and that's what it is. He's a young lad. He's in the best young players list here. So to expect the world from him right now would be wrong for Manchester United because again, he needs to learn. Watching him at Lille in Ligue 1, there's some things that he was doing at 17 that was ridiculous, like against Kylian Mbappe, dealing with him and so forth. So the potential's there. But once again, Manchester United look like they crush young players versus elevate young players. And with Leny Yoro, it has to be elevation because of the investment you mentioned there. Saying that, Nico O'Reilly has been very, very good for Man City this season.
been brilliant.
Yeah.
It could be an answer for England.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like
No.
No?
No.
Why not?
He's not better than Lewis-Skelly.
But
He's not playing.
Look, Lewis-Skelly, I'm going to be totally
this
frank
whole
with you.
playing stuff is getting out of hand.
I'm going to give you a spoiler. Don't try and
getting
peep.
out of hand.
No peeping either. On this list, I'm just going to tell you something now.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say about Myles Lewis-Skelly, you should say now because you're not going to have an opportunity to say it later because just to tell you, spoiler, he's not on the list primarily solely because
He's not played.
He's not played.
I mean, he had a full season last season. He's played against some of the best teams in Europe across the past 6 months.
Why is he
Real,
playing then?
Bayern,
If he's so
PSG,
good, why ain't he playing?
Atletico.
Why ain't he playing
Madrid.
Turkish?
He's so
Because
good,
he's a
Turkish.
teenager in a side vying for
And he's
Premier
not better
League,
than Calafiori
Champions
according to the
League.
manager.
Yeah, he's a different profile to him.
Yeah, not better.
But for England, he's
But
also stepped up. He stepped up against England. He stepped against top European outfits, and he stepped up for Arsenal last season.
I like him. I think he should be playing, but your manager doesn't agree.
He's a good player, Turkish.
No. But it's not about. Is Arteta sitting here with us now? It doesn't matter what he thinks. What do we think? Lewis-Skelly has been England's best left back for a year.
I think he's quality. I don't even think he's a left back. He should be playing in midfield.
I agree with that.
Right?
But what's Nico O'Reilly then? Because really, I don't
He's
see him as a
attacking midfielder.
fullback either. Yeah.
Or left, but he's being picked by Tuchel now to start for England.
Well, once.
But
Because Lewis-Skelly's not getting games.
but you got.
But when he plays for England, he's getting the clean sheet. So what does it? If okay, I'd understand it if you're seeing rustiness on the pitch for England. You're not seeing that for England. Yes, we saw it against Bayern for us. England plays Serbia and Albania every group stage, bro. That's what can we do about that?
Yeah, but
Got to get through those games, Rory. Come on.
About that?
but I think I don't think we're
Wasn't
being
his
controversial
debut
here, though,
against Italy?
I don't think.
I don't
Didn't
know.
he score a goal against Italy on his debut?
Yeah,
That's
maybe,
not
yeah.
Serbia.
I don't think we're being controversial here to not put him on a list when he's not playing. Like Nico O'Reilly is featuring for a team that are currently second in the league.
He's been picked ahead of players playing for a Man City side that's steeped in quality, and he's come through the ranks and now established the first team. That is rare.
If Nori was fit all season, would he be starting? I think is the question. which would be a similar thing to Lewis-Skelly.
That is a good point.
I think Lewis-Skelly's got a higher level to Nico O'Reilly, but then just on the Premier League this season, Nico O'Reilly's had a better season because he's played more and he's contributed to City, whereas unfortunately we've not seen Lewis-Skelly.
It's not better season, it's better young player.
Do you want to write this?
I mean,
if it's better young player, then yeah, I agree. Myles Lewis-Skelly's a better young player. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm with you.
Hey, I feel like there's a mutiny.
You told me to speak about
Nico O'Reilly versus Leny Yoro. Nico O'Reilly versus Leny Yoro. And you're just banging on about Lewis-Skelly.
Yeah, but you've just told me he's not on the list.
Respect the running order.
I'm furious right now.
Respect the running order.
Respect it till the end, and we'll see.
But it's down to Arteta why he isn't on the list. You can't include him if he isn't good enough. Yeah, but if he isn't good enough to play for your team,
is it good enough?
Calafiori's an Italian international as well. Every single one of you lot would take Calafiori right now too, apart from you lot, because Cucurella's there.
What your manager is telling us that Lewis-Skelly isn't better than Calafiori.
No, he's not.
So he's not getting in your team.
So do you think Pep saying Nico O'Reilly is signed, sealed, delivered, a starter in this side, or do you think circumstances have led to this?
But we can only deal with the circumstances, can't we?
And the circumstances,
the injuries,
it would be like, if we were talking about an England dream team, I probably don't put Cole Palmer in it at the moment because he hasn't been playing. We have to play the cards that we're dealt here.
I don't know. I've seen various combined 11s in the past couple of weeks with Palmer in them.
We're
and I'm sure you
was doing that.
Look at his face. You was on one of them, wasn't you? I knew it.
Did you do that, right?
Rory, was that you?
Get this guy off the show. I want him on next time.
Mate, he's causing ructions here. Mate, can you just play the cards you're dealt? Yeah, Nico O'Reilly versus Leny Yoro.
What's the answer?
Focus.
Lewis-Skelly.
Lewis-Skelly. Fine, okay. I'm just going to do... Do you want Lewis-Skelly on the list? Tell you what, I do have the cue cards. I can do what I like.
It's Rory.
Yeah, nobody at WHFC can stop me because the cameras are rolling now.
Question whether it's this season or it's
I'm going to tell you
best young player, because that's a different question.
I'm going to tell you something just to avoid.
I'll tell you
further.
What. Nico O'Reilly versus Leny Yoro versus you got it's free.
Yeah,
it's free. And you could choose right. Nico O'Reilly versus Leny Yoro versus Lewis-Skelly.
I'll probably go Lewis-Skelly.
Thank you, Lewis-Skelly.
Yeah, performance against Real Madrid, Lewis-Skelly.
He's quality, isn't he?
Go on, mate.
Unbelievable.
Does my head in.
Lewis-Skelly then. Okay, Lewis-Skelly's through. I'm losing control, but it's Lewis-Skelly now versus Lucas Bergvall. Flav.
Yeah.
How good is Bergvall?
Very good. Potential through the roof. Has played for Spurs in very difficult environments where everything around him is sort of going up. Postecoglou last season in the league was just the worst side in the league. We should have, in any other, we probably would have been relegated.
With Man United.
I mean, we finished below you. We finished below you.
We both should have gone.
So, and then this season hasn't started much better. And there was a moment against PSG recently, and you know how difficult, we all know how difficult PSG are to play against, apart from Chelsea. Beat them in the Club World Cup.
What are you doing his job for?
I don't know why. I don't know. Because he's looking at me. And I think he's
I feel my eyes burning into him.
But yeah. But there was a moment, and bearing in mind he's come from the Swedish leagues, which just cannot compare. It's a different sport in comparison. And there was a moment he took the ball and had the vision to sort of turn and backheel it through to Archie Gray, and we scored from that. And there was a massive clamouring to see them two play together. Archie Gray should be on this list, for example, for his potential, but his playtime has been restricted.
Mate, there's been one change today. I'm not doing it anymore. That's it. Sorry,
right.
You played your trumpet.
No, I think, there's a reason why, he went to Barcelona, he had meetings with them, and then some God knows what reason why he felt, no, I'm going to join Spurs. He made that decision, but it's clear that the quality is there. Now, his potential is through the roof.
Well, interestingly, right, you were arguing quite heavily for Lewis-Skelly to be in this. You were saying how good you think Lewis-Skelly is. Obviously, we'll debate this in more depth, but just what's your vote here? Where do you see the two? So you've told us how highly you rate Lewis-Skelly.
Yeah.
You're now waxing lyrical about Bergvall. If you were to put one of these through, non-tribal, don't be biased.
No, fine. Without a Spurs hat on at all.
Yeah.
Lucas Bergvall.
And he's zoom into his face as
he's playing.
Really good.
Lewis-Skelly ain't playing.
You'd swap him now.
Yeah,
Swap him now.
No.
Sorry, no. Not having that at all.
What? Yeah.
Bergvall is a talented little footballer. Don't get me wrong.
He is.
Little footballer.
Ranks in the top 2% of midfielders for dribbles completed. Look,
Thank you
good
very much.
player. Like that. My issue is
thinking that.
making slight mistakes at the moment, I think is the problem.
He's
One every
18
5 games.
18 years
Again,
old.
young player. This is what, don't let me finish.
what were you doing
He's a
at
good
18?
player. Me.
You doing at 18? I love that. Yeah, it just got really annoying.
I was
What were you
boozing,
doing
I
at
tell you
18,
what.
mate?
I've done a few drinks, doing some fun things, not playing football for Tottenham Hotspur, which was a better choice. Who
fun.
knows? But I think with the quality of Lewis-Skelly and what he could be in multiple positions, I definitely would put him ahead of him.
It's a conversation, but you got Lewis-Skelly playing out of position and then not getting in the side. I get it; it's a team that's going to potentially win the league, but you've got to play the cards that you're dealt, and that is comparing a player that is playing
Yep.
for Sweden as well, by the way.
Yeah, who stank it up in the last international break.
Still playing though.
Still playing. Question, does Lewis-Skelly get into the Spurs team right now? Starter.
And the Swedish team.
Not in midfield. No, not in midfield. He don't.
Left back?
Come on.
Yeah.
And I actually think the argument in midfield is tighter than.
Actually, no.
Wait a minute.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Because if Thomas Tuchel knows more than every single person in this room about football, can pick Spence ahead of Lewis-Skelly. Spence.
He didn't. He's talking about minutes again. And you just said to Dave.
Didn't he play for England? Spence.
You just
left
said
back.
to Dave he's 18.
Did he not do that?
He did do that.
Yeah, did Lewis-Skelly play in that game?
No, he didn't.
Well,
Minutes. The minutes argument. And I'm just going to bring that in again because
Yep.
you've just said to Dave 18 when he said Bergvall's been a bit. What does an 18-year-old need? Some protection at the highest level. But you're using that against Lewis-Skelly.
well, he's been
You talked
protected.
about
He's not being.
Bergvall talked to Barca, you said, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, Real Madrid were interested in Lewis-Skelly too.
Bergvall versus Lewis-Skelly.
you know.
Vote
my answer.
now.
You know my answer.
Lewis-Skelly.
Lewis-Skelly.
Sorry,
It probably is Lewis-Skelly, right? Okay, Lewis-Skelly versus Yankuba Minteh.
Minteh is such a fun player.
Yeah.
He's so
You know,
fun.
every time I watch him play, and then I think of Elanga at Newcastle,
Yeah.
I just think, what have you done? It's
Yeah.
a bit like Elliot
Yeah.
Anderson. I do the same thing. I'm like, what
They
have you
had
done?
to.
I look at-
I know they did. I know they
yeah,
did.
yeah.
But there has to be another answer.
It was a PSR.
There has to be another
Like,
answer.
they lost two very
Yeah.
very
there
good
has
young
to be
players.
another answer.
But just so in people at home, it was because of PSR restrictions. They had to move these players.
But
right.
they could have sold someone else.
Anyone else? Or can I suggest something? Just do that thing that Man City did or Chelsea did, where you work around the rules. Like, why have Newcastle not just sold themselves a women's team or something?
Well, I don't know, but
cheating, I think.
it's not cheating. It's within the rules, but
Within the
that's now going to be impossible. So they won't be able to do it. I don't know the answer to that. But the reason why Elliot and Anderson and Minteh were allowed to, they had to get value for the money that they were. You know, Nottingham Forest weren't just doing them a favour. They needed a player like Elliot Anderson to come in. Minteh is it's a ball drop. It's almost like you take the 6 points and keep him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's that good.
Yeah.
Same for Elliot Anderson. He's mustard. Scarily, his ceiling is
When
through
he
the roof.
moved, I mean, the price tag, the fun label.
Yeah.
I looked at that move and I said we should have done that instead of Madueke. When you consider the price involved, when you consider attribute strengths, I was much more intrigued by that signing than the Madueke one. So I like Minteh. I think he's a good player. I think when you have a winger or an attacker player that's fun, I think that's a big metric to have as an attacking player, especially in this day and age where things are so robotic. You like to see a player that might
Unpredictable,
just do something.
isn't he? He's unpredictable. He
the
gets the
pace.
fans on their feet.
Yeah.
So quick.
Good finish. Like, just a good player.
is,
Just a really good player. I love him. I like players like that. I'm always going to warm to a player like Minteh. I like
Joint
him.
assists in open play this season.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
But I think with him as well, his carrying is just very important for Brighton and would be something that would be important to any top side. You know, you think of the width that he holds, what he does and drives into the box, got the most carries into the penalty area this season as well. He's played as a wing back at times for Brighton. His fluidity, can play left, right. I just think he has got a massive
He could
ceiling.
go anywhere. Like, you know when you think of players who are playing for more prestigious clubs, I don't know, Savinho.
Yeah.
He's better than him.
Yeah, I agree with that.
He's better than him.
Yeah.
It's like, how is this geezer this good and has been allowed to leave Newcastle? He's playing for Brighton and nobody else has come sniffing around.
They will. They definitely will. But
But they should have done already.
20 mil.
he's in the play.
20 mil.
Yeah. Again, the price is all. There was a lot of jiggery pokery, so not.
Yeah.
Great way to describe
Yeah,
it.
let's get
Really,
into
really
it.
diplomatic there, Flav. Really good,
Reflective
mate.
of
10 out of
his,
10, that buddy.
It's not necessarily reflective of his value, but he's gone. It was from Newcastle, and he's gone into a place that's like perfect for his development. Every time he's played Spurs, he's killed us. Absolutely killed us.
He could be the next cab off the rank, don't you think? Like at one point, everybody thought it was Belabor from Brighton.
Probably still is, but yeah, maybe the two
I feel
of
like
them.
he might have elevated. I feel like he could be the next one to go.
And crucially, he's getting minutes.
Yeah.
Playing.
It's very important.
Playing.
That's a good.
How old is he?
21.
He's not a teenager. He's different place.
Should we vote Lewis-Skelly versus Minteh?
Lewis
Minteh for me, this.
Lewis-Skelly for me. Sorry.
Okay. It's going to come down. Flav, Minteh versus Lewis-Skelly.
Who would you take in your side?
I mean,
Dave's contorted.
I'm broken.
Yeah.
I think I might have to leave.
Right.
I would probably, begrudgingly, say Minteh. No, I'd probably say Lewis-Skelly.
Lewis-Skelly.
I like Flav.
Okay, so it's 2-1 to Lewis-Skelly. Dave, it's going to be a decisive vote for you.
Very, very tough. Love both the players, but I think we're going to go with Lewis-Skelly.
Okay, so Lewis-Skelly has made it through again. I'm going to have to concede to your knowledge, your superior knowledge here, because I didn't even have him on the list, and now he's in a semi-final.
Could be a first time.
So,
Someone not on the list goes.
fair play.
Final one.
Hasn't played.
Fair play, which means that it's Lewis-Skelly versus Bournemouth's Junior Kroupi. I personally, you love Bournemouth. Tell me more about it.
Well, he's got 4 goals in the Premier League. One absolute screamer as well.
Yeah, really good goal, actually.
I've got to be honest. Out of all of the Bournemouth players have had an incredible season. I've been concentrating on others.
It's a nice way to put
No,
it.
but that's fair because he's the backup, right? There's Evan Nilsson's in the main 9, but Evan Nilsson's been out injured, and Kroupi Jr., who scored a lot of goals in League 2 last season in France, 22. Add to the 4, 26, the most of any player under the age of 20 in Europe. Top scorer. Okay. Big talent. Eventually, we'll talk about this guy, I think, with some of the best players in the Premier League if he continues at Bournemouth.
Wow.
I think he's got that level of quality. And, any young player coming into a team like Bournemouth that works a certain way, and you've got to be right in the system and to score goals already and a brace in one game, you've got to be a very, very good talent. And they've obviously brought him into Lorient, then he's come to Bournemouth. They own both of those clubs. So there's a pathway there now for Bournemouth to do a similar thing to, a Man City, to a Brighton, similar kind of trajectory. Is he better than Myles Lewis-Skelly? No. Is he a very, very good player with big potential as a number 9? Yes.
Is he playing football?
He is playing. He's played a bit of football this year.
Just about, because the player in front of him is injured. Okay. So circumstances have led to.
So, Kroupi Jr. versus Lewis-Skelly.
I haven't got enough to, I've seen his name float about. I get the hype around him, but I don't watch enough of him or Bournemouth to know.
Dave, I'm going to defer to your superior knowledge.
No, I think it will be Lewis-Skelly, but this kid's got big talent.
Okay, that's
his last goal he scored in the Premier League, picked up midfield, banged it in. There's real talent there.
Okay. So it's going to be Lewis-Skelly that makes it into the final, and now this is where it gets really hot.
And
versus...
I want to speak to you two right now. We can make this iconic, this one. A player that wasn't on the list.
Totally undermines my
player that wasn't on the list, coming in and getting all the way. That's a story you
watching Pirates of the Caribbean recently.
Roy the Rovers, isn't it?
There you go.
Okay. But it's not going to happen because he's up against Estevao.
How many games has Estevao started for Chelsea?
Oh, get a grip.
No. But we're talking minutes in games. 5, 6 this season.
Get a grip. Scoring winners, mate.
Against Barca.
It's Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, nice.
3 teenagers have scored in each of their first 3 games in the Champions League.
Yeah, Ronaldo, Messi, Estevao, right?
No, actually, Mbappe, Haaland and Estevao.
Oh.
Top scorer under 20 in the Champions League this season. Is he better than Lewis-Skelly, though, Flav? And remember, we could do something generational here.
I didn't want to do anything generational. I didn't agree with it in the first instance. He's not playing football, therefore you...
Estevao is.
Estevao is. I'm talking about Lewis-Skelly.
just
About this craziness.
Just about he is, though.
No, Estevao started. Estevao started
a handful of games.
He started against Arsenal, which at the time was our biggest game of the season.
But surprised that he started against Arsenal because prior to that Arsenal game,
your emotion around it, you being shocked, doesn't weigh heavy.
You were shocked.
Well, I was shocked that he started, so he basically didn't start.
You were shocked, no?
No, off the back of what happened against Barcelona, I feel like he had to start. Okay. Played himself into the team.
There's so much impressive about him. Like the reputation preceded him. Like a lot of money coming from a long way away.
Scored against us in the Club World Cup as well, which really woke a lot of people up.
Yeah.
He was top scorer in the Brazilian Serie A before that when they bought him at 16.
Massive amounts of reputation. I remember Tim Vickery was talking about him, and he was just like, this kid is incredible, sensational. But there's one thing doing it in South America, and there's another thing doing it in the Premier League. As Sanchez said brilliantly about Yamal, he goes, anyone can do it for Barcelona, but come to the Premier League and see what happens. So the fact that Estevao come
So Lamine Yamal can't do it in the Premier League.
well, apparently couldn't do it against Chelsea. So did he do it against Chelsea?
No,
Did he
no,
did he do it against
can't do
Chelsea?
it. He can't do it.
Chelsea
He's
in the Premier
rubbish.
League.
Right?
Chelsea
He's
in the Premier
rubbish.
League. There you go. So Estevao was Estevao is mate. This kid is going to be special.
He's a wonder kid. He's a superstar.
I hate it.
I think he's actually going to be. I think he's the type of player that has the ability to take the World Cup by storm. Like, the World Cup next year in America. Brazil, they don't look particularly beautiful the way that they should. But what they do have is this totally precocious talent. And I think Estevao is that. I think he's just a superstar waiting to happen. I love him, and he has forced his way into our starting 11 now. I think Chelsea's best 11, he is in it.
So does that mean? So he's moving Neto out of his position, isn't he? And that's a point you made on the previous video, Turkish. But he's getting to a point where he's gonna start. He has to start, and Neto has to do something else.
Yeah, he does. He does have to start. Look, he's sublime. Like, it's a joy to watch. And like, whilst I might not agree with this, there was a piece on TalkSport. Alex Crook was talking, and he was actually saying that what Estevao is doing in his first year of Premier League football is actually already more impressive than what Cristiano Ronaldo did in his first year. I don't agree. I can't quite remember it. But Alex Crook's point was basically Ronaldo's season wasn't particularly inspiring, fairly underwhelming, had a very good cup final against Millwall. Yeah. Estevao's already done more mid-season. Whether that's true, I actually can't remember. But the fact that that's even a conversation, people are talking on national radio about Estevao and comparing him to Cristiano Ronaldo, demonstrates the level that he's being discussed at.
I'm not too sure about that.
Well, it happened. I was listening.
Yeah, but I'm not
I was
sure.
driving my kid home from school. I heard it.
I mean, Ronaldo, when he came, you remember he had those sort of the braids and
very in sync, wasn't it?
And there was a lot of step overs and there was a lot of flamboyance, but not a great deal of product.
But the development is different, right? And the reason why Ronaldo is Ronaldo is because of the longevity of his career, whereas Estevao was right at the start and he's making a big impact, but that doesn't mean he's going to have the same career as a Cristiano Ronaldo.
No.
And very different players, aren't they?
Yamal's doing it at 16 in Spain, can't do it in the Premier League.
Exactly, which is really important. I think in England, he's never going to be able to do it against Stoke, is he?
Doing it in the Premier League, then you're a special player.
Estevao, I mean, he looks good. If I put bias aside, he looks good. But that's about it.
Estevao beats Lewis-Skelly here.
No, he doesn't. I mean, if we're talking first seasons, Lewis-Skelly's is up there. No one knew Lewis-Skelly 13 months ago.
Yeah, but
he comes into the best defence already in the league.
But he's been left
and
out.
He maintains that. Yeah,
couldn't maintain his place in the team. They can't have been that good.
It's not about maintain. With teenagers, you protect them. You should know this, right? You don't throw teenagers in there and just rely upon them wholeheartedly.
If they're good enough, you do.
Not necessarily.
Well, Estevao's been thrown in there, so he's good enough.
No, I don't know about that.
I'm not having a left back. We can't let a left back win this.
Yeah, but he's not just a left back, Lewis-Skelly. That's harsh on Lewis-Skelly. He could easily play central midfield.
Yeah,
but he isn't. He's not playing at all.
Playing central midfield.
They're still young.
It's
They're
really
the best team in the league.
Right, I know I'm labouring this point, right? It's really important that if he's not playing any football, that at least needs to be taken into consideration.
Yeah.
And Estevao,
then Estevao, who's forced his way into the first team, he's tearing up Barcelona, scoring winners against Liverpool in the last minute of the game.
I understand that point, but to disregard everything he done prior, and I'm not going back 5 years here, I'm going back 5 months.
I think we've all been quite,
I think he's in the final. We're not disregarding it.
But he's
very
here to win it.
in
You
our
think
prem.
I'm just here to get to the final?
It's Arsenal, isn't it? It's second best.
I'm here to win it, not in FA Cup finals against you.
The answer is Estevao. I'm not prepared to negotiate.
It's not.
I'm just so I'm not excited about him. I've got this element of sort of doom and foreboding about him, which suggests what a good player he's going to be.
I think he's going to take the World Cup by storm. I honestly do. If you were to talk about like stars of this World Cup.
So is Lewis-Skelly. Are we forgetting
get a
Lewis-Skelly
grip.
against PSG, against Real Madrid?
Yeah.
There's not exciting about him.
Hold on.
I can't wait to watch
If
Lewis-Skelly.
let me remind you, if Martinelli could finish his dinner, we beat PSG. Lewis-Skelly ran from one side of the pitch against PSG's midfield, bodying 2 men, an 18-year-old, moving them out the way and playing a perfect through ball between the lines for Martinelli to shoot on his first touch.
Yeah, and he missed.
Yeah? He missed.
And he missed. Estevao scored a winner against Liverpool and demolished Barcelona. They're the difference.
Estevao demolished Barcelona. Or you as a team.
Estevao
barely did anything else in that game. Let's be real.
He demolished.
The goal was quality.
Goal was very good.
But Lewis-Skelly has played a part in dictating games for us when coming in from left back into midfield against the best side. Estevao is an attacker.
You're letting yourself down today. You're having a bad. You're letting yourself down. Bad day at the office.
What's the comment?
The answer is Estevao. Let's vote.
Very poor.
Flav, vote.
Estevao,
I vote.
I really want to vote for Lewis-Skelly, so the revolution and the rebellion continues, to be honest. So we're going to go with that, even though I think Estevao is unbelievable.
Skelly. Come on.
It's a draw. Right, so it is Estevao versus Myles Lewis-Skelly. We need your help. Please comment below. The second this video goes live, we're all going to be in the comments to find out who has won. Let us know. And remember to click the link in the description for your chance to win this week's jackpot in Final One Standing. Thanks again for watching WHFC. If you want to watch us rank the most underrated players in the Premier League, click the video that's on screen now. And if you enjoyed the show, then please subscribe to the channel to never miss an episode. This show was brought to you by William Hill. 18+, please gamble responsibly.